Paulie, give Wright the poll question today.
All right. If this is based off Bob Baffert and the Preakness, would you rather be considered a cheater or incompetent/reckless?
Wow. I think I would rather. Oh, wow. That's hard. I mean, I guess I would rather be seen as incompetent and reckless.
Is Bob Baffert a cheater or reckless?
I was just talking about this with people, and I honestly don't know the answer. I mean, I find it hard to believe that someone would be that careless, that close to a race like that. But it's also, I mean, Bob Baffert is Nick Saban, and these horses are the 5-star recruits, and he sees them in their living room, and he sees them on senior day. And, that's not a stretch to say that they're players at Alabama who, after their recruiting visit, will never be alone in a room with Nick Saban again. And so, like, if you're an owner and you're hiring Bob Baffert, you're buying the Bob Baffert experience. And so the thing that will be tricky for Bob is to accurately explain what's going on at the barn and not destroy the myth. I mean, he's a CEO. I mean, that's what these guys do at this level when you have that many horses. But I think if you have $1 million horse in your head, you've seen the movies. You imagine Bob Baffert stroke him and whispering to him at 5 o'clock in the morning. And, it doesn't work like that. And so, this is the classic dangerous scandal because just below the news is the really potentially damaging thing for an entire way of doing business.
But I don't know if you saw his interview with me or heard about it, but I said, Bob, have you taken inventory with your staff? Like, before you do scorched earth, don't you ask? Like, don't you start with your veterinarian and just say, I just want to make sure because I'm going to get in front of the cameras and I'm going at people. And like he had cancel culture, he had sabotage, and you're going, let me start with the veterinarian.
Just like, can somebody tell me every single thing that has touched this horse, and if any of those things have this thing in it? You would think that would be the first question.
Well, you see the cream, it's right there on it. You see this anti-inflammatory or fungal thing right there on the label.
Sometimes you just got to look in Mark McGuire's locker. I mean, it's just right there. I mean, it's very. I don't know the answer to that, but that's the $1 million question.
But do you think horse racing fans care?
No. And I mean, I think now we're at the real question, which is horse racing designed for a transparent world in which scrutiny exists? And the answer, frankly, might be no. And it was very interesting to me to see how hard Churchill Downs came out against Baffert, because the only two real centers of power in horse racing as it exists in popular culture are the Kentucky Derby and Bob Baffert. So the fact that they turned on each other almost immediately within hours was really interesting, because maybe they know something we don't know, but it seems your fans don't care and would rather just not think about it. So it seems a very strategically interesting move by them. And, it makes me wonder, maybe they're just like fed up and like, or maybe they know something we don't know, but it was very interesting to see the only two household names in horse racing turn on each other within several hours.